comedian and Girls Trip star Tiffany Haddish
Love her.
recently decided to take a stand against something very important to her: washing your hands. Yes. We need people to wash their hands.
Yes.
Tiffany came out with a new PSA sponsored by the group People Against Dirty that calls out people who don't take the time to wash up in the bathroom. Haddish sat in an observation room and watched people exit bathroom stalls. Some washed their hands without adding soap, while others skipped the sink completely.
Oh my gosh.
Gross. Here's a little of Tiffany's PSA. Check it out.
I'm Tiffany Haddish, and I got one question. Do you wash your hands after using the restroom? Well, today we're gonna find out how many people keep it clean when they think no one is watching. All right, here we go. He's handsome. Got that good hair, looking like Jon Snow's thick cousin. Oh, no, he didn't. You go back to the wall. You go back to the wall with the rest of them nasty men. He did not wash his hands.
Never gets it.
That's hilarious. Latasha, can you relate to Tiffany's important cause, girl? Washing hands?
Yes, it is imperative that you wash your hands. That is really nasty.
Do you judge people if you don't see them wash their hands? Real talk, girl.
Yes, I do.
Can we hang out more? I love you.
This PSA is genius, though, because it's not about the babies. It's for adults,
I know.
you know. And Tiffany, I think, did a great job. I also want to mention real quick that Tiffany is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live, November the 11th.
That is so major.
There have only been 12 African-American women to host Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live been on since the 70s.
Yeah.
And for her to be the 12th black female is great. What do you think about that, Latasha?
That is great. That's good.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for her to see. So I just wanted to give that shout out to Tiffany. She said she's going to come on the show, too, y'all.
Yeah,
She
I
said
love that. I love her. Please.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
love that. No, but that's for real, though. It's hard not to. Have you guys ever hung out in the bathroom a little bit more? Either you were changing a baby or sometimes I have to do my makeup after, coming off of an airplane, and you watch people come right out that
Ooh.
bathroom stall,
That's
check
not cute.
themselves, and walk right on out. You want to take them by their collar and just come back here and wash your hands.
Do you guys wash your hands if you use the bathroom at home?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. Yes.
Adrian, why does Adrian ask questions like this?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Latasha, tell her about it.
No, hold on.
Latasha, tell her
You
what.
need to wash your hands after you use the restroom,
Yes.
Wait, let's give Aid. Hold on. Not at home. Give Aid. What did I touch? It's my house.
No, but after you
Even
leave
at
the
home.
bathroom, you touch your behind, girl.
No, the toilet paper touches my behind. I don't touch my behind. Not this skin.
Oh, my
Your
here we go.
hand does touch things, and I'm not always
touching my behind.
Wait, no, have you?
Sometimes
Never
I
mind.
just go number one.
Look at Latasha's face. Look at Latasha's face.
Natasha, don't judge me.
I will say this about you. You never,
I
ever,
never
ever
get sick. My whole household right now is sick. Guess who's not? Me, because I like germs, and germs go to work. No, I'm not being funny. Both my mother and my sister both work at Cornell Hospital in New York, and they actually said that this is not a lie. The washing the hands thing, yes, it is important, and it probably makes everyone feel a lot better.
Yes.
But for people that are germaphobes, they actually get sick a lot more often than those that are not because they don't let their antibodies go to work. And actually, you're actually supposed to get germs on you. You're actually supposed to come into contact with germs.
Please wash your hands.
Please don't
helps
listen
you.
to this.
Time to bring a significant other around during the holiday season.
What are you guys saying? You guys are saying 2 months? 2 years into it. Okay.
2 years. 2 years.
I think
That's a
first of
long
all,
time.
I think
That's a
that
long
there
time.
is a certain protocol. It depends on whose house you're going to. Like, if you go to grandma's house, bring the person that you've been in a long term or you're serious about. Your auntie house is where you could bring your boo of the month.
Yeah,
Okay?
Yeah.
For me, that's
Grandma earns a little bit more respect
Right.
and longevity.
But your auntie understands. She's like, ha ha ha, that's that thing, right? This month. Ha ha, I got you, girl. I got you.
I like her.
Am I wrong for saying I think it's on you, whatever you feel. Like, different relationships do different things. There's been people that you could be with for years and you don't want to bring them around. There's people you've been with for months and you're like, I want to introduce you to my parents. So I think every situation is different. In this case, I think sometimes this is a great learning lesson. Stop telling everybody your business and what happens in your relationship.
But you know, it's the holiday, and people are naturally nosy, so they want to know who you with. And if you don't bring somebody, they be looking at you all cross-eyed and like, why you know, what is you
Yeah,
now?
but if you talk
and
bad
stuff.
about that person and then you guys get back together, that's why your family's mad, because they heard all the bad things he did to you, which, by the way, you definitely only told your side of the story.
Right. Well,
Yes.
I will tell you this. If you do bring somebody, before you bring that person, tell that person everything about your family, okay?
That's what I was going to
you,
say.
you know, yeah.
My family will straight up judge everything about you. They'll watch where you go. They watch what you say. Like, but my
Good to
family's
know.
so funny. Like, they love roasting. They love roasting people. So when I bring people, I really bring you to put you in the pit of fire, just to see if you can really hang and handle yourself, you know?
Okay.
Because, like, let's say, for example, if we have chicken wings, if you eat the chicken wings and you leave the grizzle on the side, my family will absolutely say, he eat like the white people. I don't like that. You eat all the way. You know what I mean?
That's
so like,
right.
they're
They be
gonna say
judging me
that.
then.
They're gonna be real, and you gotta be ready for that. If you can't handle my family's roast, you ain't meant to be in that.
Yeah, and you gotta let them know.
Yeah, gotta let them
My
know.
Mama Darlene, she did not play. Like, if I had a guy I was dating and I wasn't serious about him, she wouldn't want him to come over. I haven't met my brother Taver's girlfriends in like 4 years. And it's because she's like, are you serious about this chick? And Taver's like, I don't know. And then she would be like, okay, well then I don't want to invest my time, because my mom, you guys, oh my gosh, she has the gift of discernment. And I used to be so afraid to bring a boyfriend by, because I knew her and my grandma, they would tell me the truth. I remember just showing my grandmother a picture of my college boyfriend, and she was like, no, that ain't it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not telling you anything. So I would make sure that I was 100% serious about the relationship before I would bring them over to my family
See, this,
at all.
this is what I say about relationships during the holiday time. You know if a person really care about you the way they treat you during the holiday
that is
time.
true.
And if you not being invited to the family dinners and gatherings, you might really need to understand what's your place in that relationship.
Yes.
And that's on serious.
Yeah, there's so much that can go on where you can really watch how they introduce you to the others, how much they share the good things about you.
I like
you know
them
what I mean?
old players. Them old players, they don't care. You know, this is my lady friend, Gina. my lady
love it.
friend.
Well, we asked you guys, at what stage in dating is it appropriate to bring someone around for the holidays? And at K. Coley said, when you're pregnant, or if not pregnant, after a year.
What?
What is Coley talking about?
I don't know. When you're pregnant,
What
or
we
if
got-
not pregnant, after a year.
When you're
Okay.
pregnant or if not pregnant.
What does that mean?
That means if they're not married and this person is pregnant and she's like, I'm important because I'm carrying your child. You better bring me over to your family's house. Maybe it means that, and maybe a year if the person is
not pregnant. Okay,
I
maybe that's
figured
what
it
she
out.
meant. Okay.
That was hard.
The Instagram whisperer, Tamara
Right,
Moriarty.
okay.
y'all.
Not no
Who
limit
knew?
on that. You could just tell us exactly what you
Yes,
mean. We got to figure it
absolutely.
out. Thank you, Tamara. Tammy Roman is well known for her antics on the hit show Basketball Wives. I love her. She's also known for her social media series, The Bonnet Chronicles, where
So
she breaks
funny.
down pop culture and gives advice, all while wearing a hair bonnet. Now, Tammy caused quite a stir the other day when her latest video came out. She claims that side chicks are no longer being obedient and don't know their place anymore. Here's a little of what Tammy had to say.
Oh my God.
Has anybody besides me noticed that the days of the obedient side bitch are gone? I mean, fellas, have you noticed that the era where you could just give them a handbag, a couple $, and if they was a quiet side, you might even pay their rent, those days are gone.
I can't.
I must say, I love her. I
Me
love
too.
you. You
She's
are so
funny.
dang funny, man. I love you.
Well, let's talk about it. Do you agree with Tammy that side chicks need to accept their role and not overstep their boundaries? What do you think, ladies?
What? Oh my God. Okay, see, I want to try to get down with this, but there's one hard rule that I believe in is that all women want to feel like they the main chick. They want to feel like they are. Okay? Now, rule number 2 is that when that fails, see rule number 1. Meaning, you can't be a side person and expect to be treated like a side person. You always want to feel like you got that person around your little finger, but guess what? When you don't, you really are just the side piece, and that gets into your feelings.
Well, you know what? Things have changed. Back in the day, the reason why they came up with side pieces and side chicks and extra sides or whatever is because you didn't have social media. So basically, you know, you had this
Your life's on
relationship.
blast now.
Nobody could find out about the other relationship, and it was just called a side. But now, because of social media and people posting stuff and Facebook,
Yeah.
all of this, now it's becoming, you know, it's just out in the open, and you really, you know, to me, I just don't like that term because I think
Of
it
course not.
pits women against women,
Yes.
and I think it's wrong.
It
I think-
degrades us. It takes you from here, and it actually puts you right there.
Forget, you know, being a better side chick. How about if women do better and men do better and there aren't any side
That's
chicks?
what I was going to say.
100%. You almost have to think, why are we giving them better tips on how they could be sneakier, how they can hide themselves better, how they can be more respectful? None of it is respectful.
I
Because
agree
in
with
reality,
you.
it's gonna happen. In
It
reality,
is going to happen.
It's
It
gonna
is.
happen.
It is going to happen. I agree with you, Adrian. I always think that the side chick needs to have a little bit more self-worth.
Yes.
And say, you know what? I deserve to be with somebody who has the balls enough to separate from the girlfriend or leave the wife that they're with.
But
why allow yourself to be in that mess? Because most of the time, you guys, 75% of the time,
Does not.
husbands never leave
Never.
their wives.
Never. It
What
never
are we
happens.
doing? To my son.
Okay.
He didn't want to leave his dad. He was having a rough morning. And the flight attendant, but, okay, this is the difference. Araya is she's a big 2.
Okay.
Meaning she's in the 100th percentile for her weight
She'll be
and her
tall.
size. Aiden was a tinier 2.
Okay.
So the flight attendant was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let him stay in your lap this one time.
Okay.
But
That's
it's
so cool.
because Aiden was 2, but he actually looked like he was
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we did buy a ticket for him, so they knew that he was 2.
Yep.
But she was
was
different.
nice,
She was
and
a little
she
bit nicer.
So it's
the
about
situation.
size
It's about
and stuff.
size.
I like that.
But then again, we have to remember these flight attendants are taught about safety. So if anything had happened, and this child, you know, is 2, they have to be in their own seat with the seatbelt on, because actually,
Right.
it could be more dangerous.
So what happens
Yeah.
if the child won't sit down? It
They
will not
take you
strap
off
in?
the
They
plane,
take you
obviously. Off the plane.